So this is MMA with Mick and Ray and Deb. So we're here today, we're going to go through the Kumite rules, all the basic rules and Category 1, Category 2, especially for our upcoming ASKL. So the mums and dads and students have a better understanding of what it's all about, because sometimes in competition we can see a result or a judge making a decision and be a little bit lost or confused as to what to do. So Sensei Deb is going to explain some of the basic outlines now.
Okay, so pretty much we have 3 different points. Yuko is 1 point, which is for any punch technique from the head to the head or body. Wazari is any body kick, can be a round kick, a front kick, usually off the back leg. And an ippon is 3 points, so a head kick, round or hook, or if there's a takedown or the person trips over, if their torso is flat on the floor, the person comes in and score, that's also an ippon, so 3 points. To score points, you actually have to have 6 criteria. So I'll get my assistants to come over, please. So points will not score unless all these 6 criteria are met. Obviously at ASKL we're a little bit more lenient, but as the kids get older we try and make sure that we follow the rules just like the WKF. So the boys are fighting and Rory scores a punch, and I'll get you to pause. Boom. Okay, he has to have good form. Good form means the basics of traditional karate. So he has to have a stance, he has to have a guard, and obviously his technique has to be on target and correct. Okay, and then come out. So he could do exactly the same punch with poor form, standing up, leaning over, no guard. This will not score. Okay, thank you. Second criteria, sporting attitude. So you are not allowed to have any malice when you're scoring. If you're aggressive or cranky, they won't score your point. So it has to be very clean. So now you can just move around, boys, and just score a gyakuzuki with good sporting attitude. Big kiai. Okay, so you can see it was fast, effective, but he wasn't aggressive and he also wasn't sloppy. Number 3 is vigorous application. Vigorous application means speed and power has to be shown, but because you're not actually contacting the person, this is quite difficult. So do a good one first, Raw, any technique, vigorous application. So make sure it's... Okay, so the idea was, if Rory was actually going to hit Zane, that the speed and power would be there. It's only that he's short that it's not over contact. Okay, then we have awareness, which is also called zanshin in Japanese. Awareness is the hardest one. This is where often the kids, they're nearly there and then they don't score. So can we have one with zanshin and then we'll have one without it? Okay. Okay, so see, Rory's still aware. He's still looking at Zane for what's coming. Zane might throw a kick or something. He's still aware. If he doesn't have zanshin, so poor zanshin, would be something like this. Okay, so we know that if he did that, Zane would be going, thanks, I'll just kick you right in the head and score my ippon. So you need to be aware all the time. Good timing is difficult to explain. It's when the technique has its best potential. So Zane can be moving forward, sideways or backwards. Good timing has to be the optimal time to go. So for example, if we're here, just move this way a little bit, boys, and Zane kind of flurries backwards and there's no way that you're really going to get there and you try to score, this is not the best timing. Okay, if you are going backwards and you've closed the distance and timing go close together, close the distance and then scored, then the timing is okay. Even better if you just initiate now when your timing's correct and distance. Okay, so this is obviously better timing. So that's that. Correct distance, pretty self-explanatory, you would think. It's from 5 centimeters away to skin touch. For children, no skin touch to the face. The only time they may let you get away with it is a round kick or a hook kick to the side of the head, but nothing can touch the face. Not until you are a cadet, which is a bit younger than Rory, 14 and up. Then you can skin touch, but no competition you can over contact. So correct distance, can we do one with good distance for Jordan? Good. Good. And now can we do what? We won't get you to punch Zane. That wouldn't be very nice. We won't do too close. Let's do too far.
Hey!
Okay, so everything was beautiful, but the distance was wrong. So I can't score it for him. Last thing I'm going to say, with the other thing with distance is with children, so you guys are sparring, if Rory throws a technique that is up to 5 centimetres away from Zane, and Zane makes no attempt to move out of the way or block, and people might think, oh, this is too far away, but he didn't do anything. If Rory wanted to touch him, he could. Okay, so this will score, even though he didn't touch him. And that's pretty much it for the criteria.